This segment of Naperville Sports Weekly is brought to you by BMO Harris Bank.
We're here at Naperville North with girls lacrosse co-captains Annie Price and Amanda Blank. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks. Thank you.
So what got you guys into lacrosse? It's obviously being now a IHSA sport, but it was a club sport before. So I guess what brought you two along the way?
Well, I skied on ski team with the old captain, Carly Schisler, since I was 8 years old, and her brother did it, and she did it, she's a year older, so she did it when I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
And then she pushed me and another friend of mine into trying it, and I showed it to the summer camp. Okay, I can do this. I can be a field player. I can be really good. I'm willing to try out lacrosse for as long as I like it. And she pushed me to playing goalie because they didn't have one, and turns out that I loved it, and so just threw myself into it ever since. So, I really have Carly to thank for bringing me here, I guess.
Yeah. And how about you?
Similar story for me. I was kind of in between badminton and girls lacrosse, and at the end of the day, Carly Schisler and Hannah Mansfield, two of the previous co-captains, they talked me into doing that summer camp, and freshman year I just decided it clicked. Something clicked, and I loved the sport. It felt natural, and automatically I fell in love with it, so it was no questions.
Yeah, we had great leadership.
Yeah. So now with this being an emerging sport, I guess in a couple of years it's going to be a full IHSA sport. Obviously, lacrosse has been known on the East Coast forever. So how do you guys feel that this has expanded throughout the Midwest and particularly in the state?
I think it's really encouraging. I think it's awesome to see a sport grow. I mean, the Carly Schisler, when she started as a freshman, she said that she had 2 teams and just enough girls to play, no starters. This year we have 3 teams. We have 20 girls at least on each team, and they're all amazing. I mean, I like the fact that it started out small, because then people like us who started as freshmen, it's not like soccer where you have to be playing since 2nd grade in order to get into it. I mean, we started as freshmen, and we were all conference, all state. I mean, actually, decent players, and we get playing time, which is a definite plus to playing. So I like to see that, feel like we're making a difference in the sport.
And not only has it grown at our school, it's the fact that it's gotten so big in this region, because I remember our freshman and sophomore year, we used to play Naperville Central 2 times a year because we're trying to fill our schedule with games with people around here. But now that it's grown so much, we have more people to play. We have teams that they've never played before, but we're going to schedule with them because it's interesting to play different teams, and it's nice to get that different competition.
Some of that different competition is already shown this year, obviously, playing Montini and Lyons Township and New Trier just recently. So getting a chance to see some of those teams is got to be pretty nice. To know that you're going to probably see them later down the road, right?
Oh, yeah.
Whoever wants to answer that, I guess.
I like that senior year, we got this variety right now, because we don't have to play Montini, we don't have to play Lyons or New Trier, but it's a definite learning experience showing up to some of these games and knowing that with these really great teams in the past, that if you put in your effort that you have a chance. And then also playing the teams in our league, like St. Charles is going to be a big one this year. But it's awesome to be able to have this competition. I mean, I think we learned so much from playing Lyons and Montini and New Trier.
It's definitely a challenge, but that's good for us because you never grow if you play teams that you know you can beat. You grow because of the games that are hard, because of the ones in the snow where we have to suffer through it. That's what makes a good team, is people who can work together and overcome those difficulties. So games like New Trier, they were an amazing team, and we went into it knowing that they were going to be a good fight, and we put up what we could. So.
Oh yeah, we learned so much about mental game from those things. I think we were pretty confident in our playing, but showing up to those games and then seeing how successful we could be against a team that honestly we might have been timid with, that was a definite growing moment for us.
Before we get to the early season of the weather, for that matter, you got a chance to play Montini again, who knocked you out last year, and you beat them. So obviously that's, like you said, the mental game. You got to feel pretty good knowing that you have beaten them, that you might see them again down the road. Right? I mean, is that pretty good?
Yeah, we went into that game knowing that we wanted it. And obviously that goes for both sides because they wanted it too. I think obviously it's a close to our heart game because they took us out last year and we were so close to some of the seniors that to see it being their last game, we we had something in us that said we need to put up everything we can for those people last year. And just something sparked within us. Everything on the field, there was chemistry, everything worked. Annie had 19 saves that day. It was just one of those amazing times where everything came together, and I couldn't explain it in words how perfect it was.
And no one was selfish. It was such a team game. We had this little metaphor that we had before the game where this morning we had bacon and eggs for breakfast, and that's the difference between contribution and commitment. Because the chicken made a contribution, but the pig made a commitment.
Nice.
So we said that, we kept shouting all day, you got to play like pigs. You got to
Pigs, not chickens.
Pigs, not chickens. And that's kind of our team motto now. After that, awesome. It was an amazing game. They put up such a good fight. It was so, and like, I love, like, you love the team after stuff like that happens. And now it's pigs, not chickens all the time.
Well, Coach was telling me that you guys are playing like pigs. I mean, it's having 6 goal scorers per game almost.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're getting contributions from everybody. So how does that make your team, I guess, more dangerous than others?
On teams that have one great girl, you can get a win, and that's fine. But then you're going to come up against teams that have good defense, and they scout you, and they're going to know, okay, one player is good, and we're going to double team her every time.
Sure.
But on a team like us, when you have 6 girls who can score, it's not as simple as, okay, we're going to double team her, because they double team you, drive and dump, now the next girl gets to score. And that's the best part, is that we play like a team. This is a team sport. We come out here and we know that we can trust any one of those girls. We don't have puppets who just kind of stand around.
Yeah, Coach Chavis, she calls them puppets, and we don't have any of them, not on defense, not on attack. And I think, what, like Amanda said, the most important part of that is that you can trust anyone on the field. Honestly, I'm so surprised. I've been on a lot of different school teams, and this team is so amazing because there's no drama. I know that it might be weird to say, but it's a girls' team in high school with no drama. I mean, we love each other. We all come from different, like, groups and kinds of girls, and we're amazing. We love each other. There's so much trust, and just playing is just more of that trust, and it's amazing.
And the trust, obviously, with you being in net, 19 saves, obviously. You're leading the Ishwela, according to them, you're leading in saves right now. So that's got to be pretty nice to know that you're making that contribution as well to the team, right?
Oh, yeah. It's commitment, contribution. Pigs, not chickens.
There you go.
But again, it's the trust. I mean, I come out here for the team. Last year, I gotta be honest, I was really concerned with statistics.
Okay.
And this year, I mean, I just want to be there for them. Like, seeing the girls fight, like, how could you not want to fight for them and fight with them? So my old goalie coach called the goalie the last line of defense, the first line of attack. So I'm right in the middle of everything, even though I'm at the end of the field. Yeah. And, you know, knowing that we have great captains like Amanda and all the girls on the field are such leaders that, you know, you just want to fight with them. You don't want to be the one slacking off in the net.
Is that just being a senior and just being older now and seeing what, like you guys talked about last year, senior captains, and going through that, and now you are in that role? Is it just being older now that you guys appreciate that a little bit more?
We've always been. I think we've always been able to appreciate it. Again, we had such great leadership all 4 years with Carly Schisler and Hannah Mansfield and Taylor Arkovar. Sure. I mean, we still go see Aurora games because, the parents are still so involved. It's just, I don't know. It's great.
For me, it's all about the fact that our team has chemistry, that we have new freshmen come in and join varsity every year, and automatically there's just something that clicks with us, that it doesn't matter that I just met you 2 weeks ago. You have the same responsibility to protect Annie as I do. So all of us know that we have a job and we got to come do it, and I think it just naturally comes to a lot of us.
And I think it's also that we don't see ourselves as above any of them. I mean, like, we're equals. We're just there to lead stretching and shake the hands of the refs. Other than that, like, we really are such a solid team, I think.
Awesome. This year has been crazy as far as the weather is concerned. Like you said, playing in snow, 30-degree weather. Finally, it looks like we're getting some nice weather again. So has that made it difficult at all playing in these kind of conditions? And now finally getting to the spring, I guess?
Oh, I don't know. Chicago born and raised. You're used to it.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm moving to Texas next year. So
I'm
Southern
ready California.
For this weather.
There you go.
But for me, it's kind of hard because if I can help it, I don't like to play with gloves on. I just never have. But this year, I have put up with the gloves for at least 4 games, and that's about half of what we played so far. So it's definitely taken some getting used to. And obviously the weather hasn't been great the last 3 years, so it's not like we're not used to it. But I think we were expecting, it's El Nino, like this was the warm year. It has not been what it was promised. So
No.
it's been a challenge, but it's nothing that we can't overcome.
Yeah, I mean the balls get a little harder. I get some pretty good bruises out of it, but other than that, I mean I get to wear a lot of clothing. Oh yeah, I make the girls sign them if they give me bruises.
Now you guys kind of just touched on it as far as where you're going next year. So I guess what's the plans for college?
For me, I'm going to Texas Christian University.
Okay.
I'm not planning on, they don't have a school lacrosse team, but I'm definitely looking into playing club. So.
I'm actually committed to play lacrosse at Pomona College in Southern California.
Nice.
It's a really small D3 school, but actually a girl who graduated last year from Evanston, she's up there. And like the coach is awesome. They have this beautiful lacrosse field that overlooks the mountains, and it's on top of this parking garage, and it's heated, and they have an adorable dog. So how could I not want to go there?
Go Sage Hens.
Yeah, go Sage Hens. It's a specialized desert chicken. So.
Oh, okay. So you guys are playing like chickens after.
Oh yeah. So
Hey, I'll be a frog. I'll be a frog.
Well, thank you again for joining me today, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.